I'm Manny McGuckin, and today I asked my grandfather, I call him Papa, I asked my Papa Bill, what should I make my video about, and he proceeded to tell me sports. Now I enjoy sports, like I will watch a game if somebody had a ticket, it's fun and cool, but I'm not like a big sports fan to know or want to talk in a video about them. He mostly said it because the Mets lost the World Series and I live in New York, so he was like, talk about how sad the Jersey and New Yorkers are, and I was like, okay. Or he said that I could make a video for my brother Matt and talk about the Patriots because my brother loves the Patriots, and I could mention how Tom Brady is one of the most beautiful men in the world. Those are my papa's words, not mine, if you're getting the impression of who my papa is, but I'm not going to talk about that either. I really can't talk about sports though, mostly because there's a big divide between sports people and theater people. And as we can maybe already tell, I'm obviously a theater person. So instead, today's video is going to be about theater etiquette. Because the lady next to me at Something Rotten really needed to learn some damn theater etiquette. My lovely parents and grandma came to visit me in New York this weekend, and we all went to see the Broadway show Something Rotten. Side note before I get into the woman who sat next to me during the show, Something Rotten as a show was incredible. It was so funny, and Brian Darcy James and Christian Borle are just two of the most magnificent theater people. I can't even. My mother cried several times over Christian Borle, if that gives you any indication to how great my family finds them, so. But this woman next to me was just the epitome of what I can't stand when going to the theater. Now the first thing that this lady was guilty of that I'm noticing a lot of people who go to see Broadway shows is that they don't dress up for the theater. I don't know if it's just a Chicago theater thing, but when you go to see a show in Chicago, you're dressed in like cocktail attire, which I haven't done here, but I at least make sure that I have on like a nice shirt and nicer pants and things. People here though, they walk in like booty shorts and tank tops and crusty t-shirts, and I'm like, huh? Nobody dresses up to go to the theater anymore? And I know I'm not the only one who thinks that you're supposed to dress up for the theater, because Matthew Broderick said in an interview lately that his biggest pet peeve about the theater is that nobody dresses up to go there anymore. Makes no sense. Put on a cute top, ladies, and men, make your hair look nice. You're going to see a show. My next theater etiquette thing is that seeing a show is not seeing a sing-along. I may know all the words to Wicked, but I'm not belting Defying Gravity while I'm watching that show. So nothing was more frustrating than the fact that it was my first time seeing Something Rotten. I knew the music, but I was seeing it live for the first time, and the woman next to me is sitting there singing her heart out to every single song. The musical opens and she goes, "Welcome to the Renaissance," and I'm like, oh my god. I do not want you to tell me that I am being welcomed to the Renaissance. I want the fabulous gay man dressed in a minstrel outfit to welcome me to the Renaissance. And that was not the only line that she sang that entire show. She was singing them all. And I was like, woman, stop! You are not cast in this Broadway show. You are also a little bit pitchy. Quiet. I obviously didn't say that, but I was thinking it in my head. Even if you know the words, you don't sing in your seat. This woman was also dancing. She was doing the full-on Fosse choreography. Now I know when you get into it, you can do a little toe tapping or like a little like, ooh, with your hands. I do this a lot, but like this woman had the full sway going, and in Broadway theaters, the seats are really close together because they try to pack everybody in there. Like I'm talking, me and my dad were snuggling up because there was no way that each of us was gonna fit on that armrest. So this woman, I can definitely feel it when you're swaying back and forth and singing. Whew, it just really got to me. This lady also did the one thing that is probably the most annoying to everybody in the theater. It's when people crinkle their wrappers to their candy. She didn't even buy the candy that she was crinkling there. No, she first off, she spreads her legs to get her purse out from under the seat, knocking into me, grabs her purse, puts it on her lap, and she's shuffling around. And you can hear her just in there scurrying through her things, and then you hear the crinkling, like she's found it. She's found the bag. And instead of like just ripping it open and getting it over with, no, she's crinkling and crinkling and crinkling, pulling it up like she's inspecting it, and I'm like, woman, stop. And then all of a sudden, I see what she's crinkling. She's crinkling one little mint, one of those lifesavers in its wrapper. I don't know how it was making as much noise as it was, but it was deafening. I was not the only person annoyed with her and her lifesaver wrapper. No, because the people in front of us turned around and gave her a look like, please stop, woman. And I was like, I've been thinking that the entire time. And she rips open her one mint and pops it in there. And I was like, oh, God, that was like a 20-minute ordeal for one little lifesaver. But that's just like one of the top theater etiquette things, is that you open your candy before the show starts, get the wrapper stuff out of the way. I would know. I eat Twizzlers at every Broadway show I go see. It's expensive because it's like $7 for one pack of Twizzlers at a show, but I eat my Twizzlers, and here's the thing. You open them before, you get it all laid out so that there's no crinkling happening during the performance. I'm never gonna look at a lifesaver the same way again. Luckily, this woman didn't do one of the big theater etiquette things where she was on her cell phone, but that's just like a cardinal thing everyone should know, is you don't text, you don't answer your phone, and you definitely turn it off just in case it does ring during a performance. The phones just, leave them in the coat check. You don't need them. You're watching a show, you're enjoying the performance, you don't need your phone. If you're attached to your phone, we got bigger issues here. There are many more theater etiquette things that I haven't mentioned, but those are just the big ones that this woman needed to learn, so I feel like I needed to share it with you in case you didn't know. Because I love going to the theater, so I wouldn't want to distract any of you from your theater experiences, and I just don't want anyone to distract me from mine. So yeah, I hope you have a gucking great weekend. I will see you later. Goodbye, friends. You know how this goes. It's coming. Yep. Bye.